What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the den. We are going to be continuing on part 3 today of sculpting this Bith mask. I'm sculpting it in Zbrush, and then I don't really know how to do like latex or anything like that to make a kind of like a silicone mask, but I think 3D printing it will be okay. It'll kind of act more so as like a helmet than anything else, and if not, this will be a cool experiment, but this is kind of where we're at as of right now. You can kind of see with me transparent, you can kind of see, like, ideally, obviously this isn't my face or my head, but you can kind of get the gist of how it'll fit. Kind of trying to back it up more so to the back of the head, giving me a little bit of room to breathe, because it's a little close quarters. You can kind of see down here by my chin, it gets a little tight, but yeah, hopefully we're gonna finish it today. That's kind of, or at least the sculpting it to where Halloween. Let me see. Let me look at the calendar right now. So right now we got about like 2.5 weeks till Halloween starts. So the time is time's ticking. It's time to kind of get, if I'm gonna do this cosplay and make it for Halloween, I kind of need to get on it and really start working. So that's gonna be the gist today. Just pretty chill stream, hanging out. You can kind of see my references on the side of what I'm kind of shooting for. But yeah, we're just gonna turn on some Star Wars lo-fi and jam out and hang out. Feel free to message or chat in the chat. We can talk about Star Wars, whatever, nerdy stuff, whatever you want to do. And if you're tuning along after the fact, just comment down below what you want to talk about, and I'm pretty good about getting back to that. So let's get right into it, man. Hopefully my stream doesn't get copyright. Closed by Sunday, or closed on Sunday. I always say by Sunday. Closed on Sunday. He doesn't copyright his stuff, so he gives like basically kind of like free Star Wars lo-fi. I mean, I always credit him and say, go check out his stuff. It's closed on Sunday. There's a lot of really cool Star Wars lo-fi and just a lot of nerdy lo-fi. So, but I've been getting hit with like the Ahsoka one, where they were saying it was like, I guess because it takes themes from like the Ahsoka show and all that stuff. That one gets copyright, but it doesn't, like, it's not like a bad strike on my account or anything like that. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem, but hopefully it doesn't do it this time, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Excuse me if you hear my chair squeaking as I'm moving around in it. I gotta put some like WD-40 in this thing, man. It's a little squeaky. But yeah, let me know how the audio is for you guys. I know my voice is probably gonna come across clear, but let me know how the Star Wars lo-fi is going, and if it's too loud compared to like my voice and stuff. All right. So today, I think what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to fix his little like mouth strips, I guess. I don't really know what you would call those, but I want to get that going. I want to definitely start adding some detail. The only thing I'm really worried about with this cosplay, to be honest with you, is his eyes, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to find something big enough to fit in the place of his eyes. I guess I can always resin print them, just like get some clear resin and go through and print them, but ideally I would like to not have to do that, but we'll see. We'll see. Just so I don't get confused about any of these layers, we're going to go ahead and delete all of his left side, because I can just mirror it over so it'll align perfectly with the other side. Kind of stuck where my nose is going to be right there. I also need to figure out a plan just in case for some reason I can't get this done, what I'm gonna do for Halloween. Because this was kind of the plan. So pull this. I need to make it bigger. Pull that down. It's gonna come down more. I want this one to come up and around. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna make this one piece. Make like the straps on his face like another piece, and then do the neck. And I'm thinking that's how, and then having like also the mouth and the nose kind of, they all click in together. Think about maybe using like magnets or something like that. It's kind of what's making sense in my head right now. Because this is going to be pretty tight up against my head, I'm thinking about like slicing it essentially here. And then this back piece, or here I can show you. Oh, no. So basically from here over, I would move this out, obviously, like, and it would just clip in, essentially, so it can kind of clip to my neck. And that's what I'm kind of thinking about doing, just with magnets. I know a lot of clone troopers do that, so they can get like the bottom part where your head's supposed to go, they can get that like as flush to their neck as possible. So that's what I'm thinking about doing right now. Yeah, definitely if you're new here and you haven't gone and checked out the other ones, definitely go watch the other streams too, because you can kind of see it. You know, I got a good chunk of this done already, but you can kind of see it, and it's good. It's also good if you just want like background stuff. You can listen to Star Wars and check out as I move along with the process, because I know sometimes it's not the most interesting just to see me moving stuff around, but it is cool to check back in and just to be hanging, man. Yeah, see, this goes all the way, it looks like it goes all the way around to like almost like the back of his neck. I think that's what I'm gonna try to achieve. There's not, I mean, it's good and bad for me that there's not a lot of reference images for Bith masks, because like you can kind of have like a lot of like liberty to do what you want to with the mask, but at the same time it is kind of annoying to, I'm used to working with like a front view, a side view, a top view. When you're modeling, you kind of want a back view, you kind of want all those, and it doesn't really have it for these. I've been looking all over the internet and trying to find stuff, and it's kind of hard to find actually good reference images that also aren't like, most of the references I find, it's what's called like a 3/4 view, which is kind of like this, which it's okay, but it's like really annoying to try to model. Like you really need like the side, the front, the back, all that stuff. He has your eyes. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. God, I hope not. Just like black, lifeless, soulless eyes. Got those shark eyes. I appreciate you guys popping into the chat and saying hello. He looks fairly done. Also, Mike just subbed to your channel because I've never seen it before, LOL. I'm pretty sure he was already subbed. Because if he would have subbed, it would have played the, I have like a live sub thing. So it'll show you. And also I have it on my mini feed on the side. So you see it'll play like this. Like I got this one 19 days ago, but it'll go. Essentially that's how the sub goes, so. I've been subbed, just never caught a live. Oh, okay, well there we go. We solved the mystery. I just didn't read the one below. But yeah, thanks, man. I'm trying to get this. It doesn't have to be perfect, like I said. I'm just trying to get it for Halloween, and if I want to go back and really get like sweaty with it, I can. If I go back and like want to make it like look really nice, I'll probably try my hand at like sculpting it, kind of how like Framdam does it, and make like a latex one. This one's just because like this is how I know how to do it and make it like turn out like pretty decently. So I'm trying to get these to not look like less like strips and more like pieces of flesh that are kind of like laying. Lydia said that they kind of looked soggy, and I was like, well, he kind of has those like soggy kind of strip looks. Maybe I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, but I feel like he kind of has that kind of vibe. But no, I appreciate both of y'all coming in the chat and saying hello there. How's the music? Is the music good? No, I mean, I never subbed to it. Not he to yours. Hey, what? Did I read that wrong? Is my dyslexia tripping me out? No, I mean, I never subbed to it. Not he to yours. Bro, speaking like Yoda over here, man. Oh, hold on, wait. I think I get it. I'm just slow, man. I'm just slow. You mean you never subbed to Mike's stuff? Or shall I say, Darth Samarius has a better ring to it than Mike, you know? Like, would you rather be called Mike or Darth Samarius? Like, I don't know. I think you'd rather be called Darth Samarius, you know? Music is bueno. Hey, let's go, baby. We're gonna... It's only at 7,000 polys. We're gonna push this baby up just a little bit. Alright. Yeah, we determined last stream that the having the reference images on the side looked better. Percy really liked it, so I was like, you know what, we're gonna keep them there so you guys can kind of see what I'm referencing. Gotta have the awesome Fram Dam that's right here, and then I'm not 100% sure who did this Bith up top, the top one, but I'm sure I could find that information pretty quickly. But yeah, he's mostly done. Like I said, I gotta fix his little like flaps, mess around with his nose and the eyelids a little bit, and then just make sure everything kind of connects. And then like add like a what's called like tertiary detail, which is like his like skin. They have like little like in this one, the bottom picture, you can see he has like little freckles like on the top of his head and stuff like that. And I'll add like the texture to the neck and the mouthpiece. But yeah, it's getting pretty close. At least for these purposes. Like I said, like I'm not trying to make like the most accurate Bith known to man. I'm just trying to get a Halloween costume, you know? I already found the I'm just gonna grab some like monster hands off of Amazon, and then I found a cool chef's like jacket that kind of resembles like what they wear, and then I'm just gonna get some gray jeans, or not gray jeans, but like gray I don't know, like chinos or khakis, something a little nicer, little dress, a little more dressy. But I think the requirement is that it just couldn't have like visible pockets. Like that was I think that'll be kind of like the bigger thing for me. Just trying to get these. I'm gonna pull this down some more, you know what? Because in Fram Dam's, his is pretty close to like the eyelid. I just want it to have a little bit more flair. Plus it'll give it a little bit more originality. So I'm just like, hey bro, can I copy your homework? Yeah, there's a reason it's tatted to my chest. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man. So I was like, I need to stop calling you Mike and start calling you Samarius, man. It's got a way better ring to it. feel like the droopiest point would kind of be there, so maybe I need to push this. There we go. And I want them to kind of lay over top of each other, almost like it's layered. I think I need to also trim them down some. They're looking a little too... I think that... Oh, no, that's way too intense. I think the one of the problems right now is it's looking a little too... it's still a little... It's looking a little too bubbly right now. I need to kind of trim down some of this roundness. And then we're gonna kind of turn that, just smooth it a little bit, because I think the problem is I'm smoothing it and it's like making it round again, basically creating more roundness. Because it wouldn't be like this bubbly like on an actual like alien. Like we don't really have like bubbly skin. I mean, I know we're not aliens, but we don't really have like bubbly skin or anything like that. No, it's actually right here. This little area is kind of... Yeah, it's looking a little bit better. This kind of line right here, curve it. That pinches a little too much. Let's hit that. Hit this corner. I might have to re-dynamesh it because it looks like, let me see. I don't like that corner's kind of pinching like that. Move.
Show me the one whose safety deems such destruction.
No, that's move tool. Oh, I did not hit the right button. Got all these shortcuts and I didn't smack the right one. I don't like that. Let's do it maybe 300 Dynamesh. No. Delete lower. Now let's do 500. Dang, that's still low. Alright. 800 maybe? Let's try that. Alright, a little bit better. A little bit better. It's still giving me kind of these. Let's try 1200. That's better. Let's try 2000. Might be too much. Yeah, it's looking a lot smoother. Stroke lazy mouse on. So lazy mouse just kind of makes it a little easier to follow a line.
I'm right.
Let's do 30. Nope, let's do 30. Oh my gosh, why is it not 30? Thank you. It's like, nope, 10. Best I could do is 10. Oh, I guess, and I didn't even... Brother. Right, we're shifting. I'll just do it manually then. Yeah, see, I just don't like these like little... It's not as smooth as I want it to be. Maybe that's on me. For... There we go. Now we're getting it somewhere. Oop, nope. Looks like a little piece of bone or something. Yeah, that's a lot better, I think, than how I previously had it. You guys can see it. The cool thing about Zbrush is like I can go all the way back and like you can look at the... So this is what it was like at the beginning, basically when the project was loaded, and then that's it now. I think it has a lot better shape to it. And then I think we got a little bit of roundness. Let's do trim dynamic again. Oh, no. And we're just slowly kind of trimming this to make this like this looks nice all up in here. I like it. It's kind of wibbly a little bit, so it's not like 100% perfect, but then you got this right here where there's a little bit more. I feel like I need to kind of... It's also because his like, I guess, chop or whatever you would call it shifts. So, hey Percy, what's going on, man? Just trying to finish this mask before Halloween gets here, man. I'm excited because like I can finish it today, or like get close to finishing it. I can probably start printing it by like the end of the week. Let me also do this right here too. There we go. Trying to make the basically what I'm trying to do right now is like this is his like little flap piece that goes on his around his eye. I'm trying to get it to where it's more less bubbly and more it's got some thickness to it, I guess, or something. I don't know. Ooh, no, we're not gonna do that. Let's do... There we go. We're gonna go back again. I think this is what I did in the other section, so that'll be nicer to kind of go through and... Yeah, I can already see it kind of looking nice. Looking nice, looking nice. Hey man, appreciate you stopping in and saying hello there and chatting. Catch you on the flippity flip. We gotta play some Warhammer soon, man. Gotta play some Warhammer for the Emperor. Then we're gonna, cause this piece, yeah, let's just do right here. This one doesn't matter as much because it's gonna be covered. Let's do 5. It looks like it's a little too intense. There They're really trying to remove just a lot of the roundness, I think. That's like another thing that's making these chops not look as realistic as they could be, is just because they're just too bubbly. What we're gonna do here. Oh. Yeah, no, I don't like that. It's like making the kind of move. It's giving it that little, there's this little lip right here. Let me kind of push this out a little bit more. I think this might also help it as well. Nope, it's too much. There we go. Ooh, I don't like this little area right here. I'm trying not to be too nitpicky, because like I said, this is just for a Halloween outfit. If I want to be sweaty about it, I can always go back and retouch it up later, or like make it out of latex or something like that. But my perfectionism starts to kick in, man, and starts to become like a demon. It takes hold of me. Resistance. But yeah, this shape's looking way better. Like I said, this is how it was at the beginning, like when I started, versus now. Like drooping this down way more, I don't know, it just gives it a lot more. I was trying to follow kind of how Framdam did his, because that top lid, right underneath the eyelid, the top like flap is like a lot closer to his eyelid, and it just wasn't looking right on mine. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna pull it down some, and then try to give it that. I'm gonna have to do that with these two. See, you can. I think the flattening this little part right here, this little like rim, I guess, makes it look way better. Makes it look way better than like this, where it's like just kind of like a rounded piece of like, I don't know, like jerky or something like that. Hey Rolando, what's going on, man? Appreciate you stopping in and saying hello there. Also appreciate you always shouting me out over at the Kenobi bunker, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Kenobi's bunker or Rolando, because I know you do. I know you do collecting vids too, and hunts and stuff. So go check out their channels, man. You got some good stuff, especially if you're into like the collecting side of like Star Wars, and not even just Star Wars, just collecting in general. Trying to flatten this no, I don't like that. I might need to increase the lazy mouse just a little bit so it trails just a tad bit more. This also might be too big of a brush. Now that I'm thinking about it, like 20 might be too much. I just gotta make this like lip essentially come out a little bit more.
This isn't about you.
Make it a little bit more flat. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, because you don't want it to look completely like smooth or it be seamless all the way, because I feel like it takes away from some of like the I would say like the uniqueness and also like realisticness, because nobody's face is 100%, especially aliens, like your face isn't 100% perfect. So having these like little, you can almost see them, they're like little bumps going up. I try to smooth them a little bit so it's not like crazy noticeable, but having a little bit of it's not too bad. Dynamic shape. Kind of want to get those. That's too much. I'm gonna get those curves, man. And then this one might be a little too crazy much. I also need to pull the back end of this one, like right here. Move. What is it? It's right here. Pull this end out just a little bit. Oh, I guess I'm like losing my spot. It's not rotating where how I want it to. All right, hold on. This is all sorts of wonky. There we go. This is the corner I'm trying to get to. So it twists less. Let's do like 66. There we go. Yeah, there's still that little corner right here. You can see it. I can see it in my mind's eye. Kenobi. And then this bottom one, just want to shape it a little bit more. I like this little blip and how it kind of pushes in right here. So we're going to keep that. And I think I'm going to kind of accent this part. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, Palpatine is the Senate, in fact. The whole Senate. Then what we're gonna do is, this one's not gonna come straight down like the other one. This one's kind of gonna wanna smooth it, then make this one kind of curve in more. Which I know I'm kind of squishing this corner, but be a little bit better. I think it'll look better too. So it's not exactly the same as the first one. We're gonna 8. Trim this down some. Just kind of follow the path. Maybe increase it a little bit. Let's do 10. See how that looks. We're just trying to thin these again, make them not as bubbly. And I'm doing the wrong one. That's why it's not working. Freaking dingus. This one's gonna be tough because I wanna. It's too much of an edge. Kind of give it a little bit of a flatter path. I think that'll honestly across the board because I kind of need to do that, like underneath his eyes, like right where his like head meets his eyes. There's kind of like a little flap indentation there as well. There we go. Ooh, baby, a triple. Yeah, see, that's what I don't want. I don't want those hard edges. This just doesn't look right. Yeah, see, it's still kind of doing it. Maybe it's just because the trailing is too intense. Come on. Maybe I just need to smooth it and then hit it again. Or you know what? What might help it? Let me... Do I have the mallet brush set up? I got flat orb. Let's do that. Yeah, there we go. That's honestly too much. Let's flat. Ooh, oh. Just do it. So let's do 50 because that was a little intense, and I think that's why. There we go. A little bit more like that. See how that's looking. Ooh, better. It's better. Move. I just want to grab the top though, because this top part of his lip needs to come down a little bit more. Maybe I need to push the back. Just like push it back some. And then let's push that in and pull this part down. Yeah, there we go, baby. There we go, baby. Alright, let me... I'm gonna re-dynamesh this so I can push it just a little bit more. We're gonna go with 1,000 because the lower numbers haven't really been doing well. Nope, no, I don't want to do that. I just... It's like my habit is to like just smooth something. I'm like, no, no, no. Oh, is that his mouth that's coming up underneath that? Yeah, it is. Yeah, okay. Well, that could be fixed. Never mind, then that's not really a huge... Because that'll be fixed once I move the other one a little bit more. Oh, it's an eye flap? My boomerang is coming along nicely. Oh, remind me what you're doing the boomerang for? Because my brain is not functioning at the moment. I think honestly that's too thick. Maybe if I pinch it a little bit. PI, pinch brush. I feel like it's just the, he's got, ooh, let's do like 10. Oh, you're yeah. It kind of does have like a boomerang style shape to it. That's for sure. Especially that one. I feel like that one has like because it kind of looks like a bone boomerang. I don't know. I think this was too wonky to be a boomerang. I think it would get good air. It's gotta be pretty flat, but. My thing is, I still don't know how people hunted with boomerangs. Like, you have tribes in Africa, or like also like in Australia, that like they fought with boomerangs, they hunted with boomerangs. I'm like, damn, man, to be able to be like, yeah, I can whip a boomerang so like fast and like with such intensity that it can like kill something. So that's pretty intense. Or at the very least, like, kind of like bludgeon them a little bit, I guess. The animals, or if they're fighting people, I guess, that too. I mean, I know that's probably not like the standard anymore, obviously, but like, at some point they did. That was kind of wild. I'm gonna hit this little corner right here with some trim. Hit it with a trim. Hit it with a fade. Actually, I'm going to leave the inside. I'm just going to trim the outside, because the inside I'm actually going to need... 8. We're going to put that down. Actually, no, I need it wider. Mm, 15. Let's try that. It's starting to become a little round. I think the boomerang, or I think the rotation of the boomerang adds a lot to the hit on top of the force of throwing it. Yeah, I guess so, yeah. That would make sense to me. I mean, I'm by no means a boomerang expert. I just think it's kind of wild that people like hunt it and like fought with them too. Like, if you're gonna have me go into battle, like, I would feel a lot more confident if I had a freaking, if I had like a bow and arrow or like a sword opposed to like a freaking boomerang. Because that's like, you gotta think too, like, I mean, ideally they probably had like multiple on them. You know, like whoever was using them at the time, like they had like multiple ones. But like if you do hit something, like you're not getting that boomerang back. It's not coming back to you. It's hitting the ground, or it's like stuck in the thing you threw it at, and like it's kind of intense. But yeah, I'd much rather have like a sword or a shield or bow and arrow, or hell, pretty much anything, I think, other than fighting with a boomerang. Sokka did a pretty good job though in Avatar with his boomerang skills. Alright, this part's bugging me. I'm gonna move this back up. I don't like that I can see like the mouth like showing through. Alright, I gotta go back to my references. Yeah, I think I have this one too close up. And all the references that I have, it's like it starts a little further back on the face. Kind of want to get a glimpse of what it looks like. Mirror. Okay, well, I definitely need to fill that little part a little bit more, because they're not touching and they need to be touching. I can also scoot them closer together too, I guess. Okay, so other than them, like this like little gap that's like right here, which is pretty easily fixable, it's not looking too bad. This part usually goes all the way to the back of his head, and then on the sculpts, this and the neck piece are kind of like one thing, but I'm not doing that because I'm not doing a silicone mask, so it'll be 2 parts, and if it just looks wonky in the back of his head, it's just gonna have to look wonky kind of in the back of his head, you know? It's just how it is sometimes. That's just the way it is. Yeah, it was an Inuyasha. I think I said that right. Inuyasha. Oh, it was bigger. Oh, the boomerang was bigger than the character that used it. Well, yeah, that's anime though, so that's like basically every anime character, or not every. I'm not going to generalize that much, but like I feel like most anime characters that carry a melee weapon, it's usually a lot bigger than them. It's just kind of like the style of anime to be like. You got like Berserk. You got the dude from One Piece that has, I forget his name, but he has like the giant like cross thing. Zoro has like 3 swords, even though they're not like super massive. I know it's not really anime. I guess that's more video games, but like Cloud from like Final Fantasy. But it's very anime-esque. Like all those characters have like massive freaking weapons. Oh, you're asking me. I see it. I'm reading these things wrong. I don't know about Inuyasha. I haven't read that one. Or not read it, but well, yeah, I guess it's a manga too, but I haven't seen that anime. Oh, dang, this person did a good job. Yeah, I like that Zbrush. If you like ever time out on Zbrush, it kind of shows you sculpts from other people. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with the flow. This is looking good though. A little timestamp of kind of let's put them three-quarter view, kind of like everything else. Kind of looks a little nice. Think so. So I'm gonna go back to working with the single side though. Okay. Nope. Not that one. Nope, and then we want this one. Crazy what people can do in ZBrush. Does it cost money? It does cost money. Yeah, it costs. It's a one-time purchase, but I think it's like $500-600, something like that, to grab it. But there are ways, I'll just say that, to kind of yeah, I'll just leave it at that. There are ways of getting it and not having to pay crazy amounts of money. But it is a one-time purchase if you want to get like the actual physical license. So like once you have it, you kind of have it. But it is a, you know, because of that, it's kind of has a steeper price. They might have like plans now too. I don't even know. So many of these companies are doing like different stuff now when it comes to how they're like charging artists, especially like indie artists and stuff like that, like such like people that's like myself essentially. Because like Maya's doing some weird thing now, which is the other software that I use. I use Maya for a lot of props though, or like blocking stuff out before I take it to ZBrush. But yeah, they're doing some like points system, so it's like you pay depending on the amount of like points you use, and you only get like so many points. It's kind of like a cell phone. I feel like your data, you know, it's kind of something similar to that. So that's kind of cool, I guess. We'll see how it goes. I was fine doing what I think I was spending like $300 a year total. I mean, I wasn't paying that all at once, but I think that was like roughly the Maya was like $300 a year. And then they didn't want to do that anymore. I don't know if it wasn't making them money or wasn't profitable or whatever, but I can't complain too much though, because they were canceling that program. I got Maya free for like 2 years. So this is my last year of having it for free, and then in 2025 I got to start paying for it again. So, you know, I can't complain too terribly much. Because they technically probably didn't even have to do that, you know, as far as like giving Maya for free. But like, hey, we realize this is kind of an inconvenience to a lot of artists, so we're just giving you guys the license. If you already had the license, you get it for free for 2 more years. Then you'll have to figure it out after that. Yeah, Percy, I can talk to you after the stream though, and if you're like curious about like messing around in Zbrush and stuff like that, I can help you get started if that's something you want to go down. I don't really like that. I guess I'll keep getting the shape though. Dang, we're already at an hour, man? That's wild. We're gonna push you back just a little bit. Push this one. I haven't trimmed this one, so we'll push just soften back up to that's where I'm not just going back and forth with my mouse. I'm actually like smoothing the the piece. It just kind of looks like I'm going back and forth a little bit. Little Bith. Yeah, I'm real worried that I'm gonna have to resin these eyes, man. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I kind of just want it to like lay on top of the other one. Here, let me. And maybe I need to just like trim it a little bit more so it can still look a little bubbly. I think it'll also help like once I start adding like detail to it. Kind of like skin wrinkles and stuff like that. I have a couple brushes that I can just kind of drag them out and see how they look. Oh man, this chair is so squeaky. I swear I gotta do a new chair and it's just squeaking for days. is the right angle? I just gotta... Let's try 10. Let's do 30. Maybe that'll... No, it keeps wanting to do the trim dynamic. Move brush, man. Come on. Get it together. Zbrush. Yeah, Zbrush is great, and then sometimes I'll hit the same button like 8 times to try to get like the move brush, and I'm just like, dude, what is going on? Why is it taking so long? So you also have that too. I think I might have trimmed it a little too much. Let's inflate just right. Oh, no, too much. You know what, let's do polish. See if polish will maybe make it look better. It's too wavy right now. So I've been moving stuff around a little too much, I think. Not too much, but just moving stuff around a lot. vibing with that. Let's try, oh no, that's too much, too big of a brush. Let's mirror this and see how this goes. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm also gonna move this nose down quite a bit. Here we go. Something more so like that. Let me look at it. Also just mirror these and see. I swear, man, I knew these flaps were gonna be like the hardest part of this piece to like do. Some mouth flaps are just something else. Yeah, see, I don't know if I like that. I'm looking at it. It's too much. Too much.
Anakin Skywalker was weak. I destroyed him.
I can also make that nose a little thicker too. Oh. There we go. Oh, the music stopped. What's going on with the music? There you go.
I see the one needs what
Kenobi.
lesson. Like a panther. This is the way.
Okay. Let's see how this looks when I mirror all these. Let me just merge all these together. Merge down. Always okay. Merge, then we're gonna mirror. What happens if I just merge both these down? Just work on them like this. Be wonky? Oh no. Well, if I use the right brush. Split these again so I kind of know split the parts. I think this one needs to be a little bit more rounder, like towards the I need to pull, I believe this one needs to go underneath. There we go. Ooh, my stomach's grumbling. Ooh, turn it different color. Alright, you guys are gonna have to excuse me for a second. I gotta go use the bathroom real quick. All right. I'm just not loving how these are gonna be like the thing I work on probably the most. Just trying to get these like shaped. But I feel like every time I move one, the other ones just don't look right, and then I move the other ones, and I just gotta keep pushing it, I guess. Boom. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Sam, man? Yeah, it is like that. Especially, I wasn't expecting, like, all the other stuff was, like, not, honestly, too crazy bad. Like, this is fine. The neck piece, obviously, I gotta add, like, the, kind of like the layering that it has in the bottom, but, yeah, I don't know. For some reason, these pieces just aren't looking right. It also could be maybe I'm just, like, looking at them for too long. So, like, I've been staring at it for an hour and a half now, essentially. I just feel like, too, like, the longer you stare at a piece, the longer it looks like... It's like when you stare at a word that you spelled, and you're like, is that how it's spelled? And you start looking at it longer, and the longer you look at it, like, it doesn't look right, how you spelled it. It's very similar. Yeah, I don't know. Let me move this back some. Back to where it was, like that. Definitely coming along well. Good work. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm trying. This is the first time I've done something of like this magnitude of like sculpting an organic mask. So it's been a fun project. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. I just want to get it a little bit better than like what it is right now. But I'm getting pretty close to just starting. Like the last little thing I'm gonna do is kind of start adding all the detail, and then I'll work on slicing it up and starting to print it after that. But this part might be a little too thin. I mean, just, you know what? doesn't go to the brush. Inflate. We're gonna inflate this bottom piece a little bit. Just a smidgen. Well, more than a smidgen, but it's gonna look like he's got a little bit of a swollen face a little bit for a second. I think that part was too thin, and that was what's making it look kind of weird looking. Yeah, I wanted to finish it in this one. I don't know if we're gonna be... I don't know if I'm gonna finish it in this one though. I'm starting to get a little hungry. Might go eat some dinner or something like that here in a little bit. But I'll probably work on this a little bit off stream tonight too. So hopefully tonight it'll be at least done with the modeling portion. Like, it's still gonna take me a while to like chop everything up and do all that, but what's for dinner? I don't know yet. I know I have some chili. Ooh, I have some chili in there that I could eat. Thinking about that, or might make some chicken or something like that. I don't know yet. Honestly, it depends on how motivated I am to cook, because chili you just like warm up and put it in the microwave, but like chicken and rice and all that stuff, typically I like to do like protein, carbs, and some sort of vegetable. So most of the time that consists of like chicken or hamburger meat, rice, and then like a vegetable of my choosing. That's what I eat a lot of the times. I want to start doing slow cooker stuff though. So I got a slow cooker. I just gotta start looking up some recipes for it. Tier list soon. I've been grinding this Game Boy Color Pod Racer game. It's tough. Yeah, we might do that tier list ranking soon. I gotta plan some stuff out. I've just been trying to juggle too many things, so that's why I haven't been like. That's why like the edited videos haven't really been popping on my channel a lot and stuff like that. Just because like right now I'm trying to just live life. I guess that's the easiest way to say it, because I got a lot of stuff going. I'm like transitioning kind of how I do like my business, and then also Star Wars is kind of quiet right now as far as like content. I mean, there's still a lot to talk about and do. It's just, I guess it always comes down to really finding the time, I guess. But yeah, no, I'm down to do that tier list that I pitched to you guys. Okay, I'm kind of liking that. Just want it to be like not so mutton choppy on the side. I do feel like this little area comes down more though. And it kind of goes like straight a little bit, arcs, kind of. Yeah, you don't really see that though, that's fine. You're not supposed to. And then we're gonna trim some of this area. Really just flattening it and again making it not look as like bulby, I guess, like just as round. So here a lot of like, I'm by no means like a super professional. Like I know the software and I've been working in it, but like a lot of professionals say that like the one of the big things that spots like a kind of like a more novice artist in ZBrush from a regular is like how round it is and like kind of misshapen looking, which I definitely have some of that in some of these areas where it's like it doesn't flow well, and then it looks like it's too like, see how this one you can kind of see the curve, and then this one just kind of looks like a bubbly round mess. So I'm trying to kind of get that trying to get that trimmed down without just making them look like super thin and not authentic looking. That's cool though. I didn't know that going back to that Pod Racer game, I didn't know that they had made a Pod Racer game for the GameCube or Game Boy. I wasn't really a handheld person growing up. I was always consoles, because I didn't really travel. I feel like a lot of people who had a lot of the Game Boys and stuff like that, they did a lot of traveling or they moved around a lot and stuff. So consoles weren't always available. Like my buddy Oscar, like he traveled a lot, so he was a more handheld because he could take it on the go. But that's cool. I know the Revenge of the Sith Pod Racer game. Or not Revenge of the Sith Pod Racer game. Jesus, I just like combined both of them. The Revenge of the Sith one for GameCube or Game Boy is also pretty good from what I've heard. I also feel like, let's see, I don't have a good side reference for him. I'm wondering how his head, because his head kind of like arcs a little bit and comes back down. Maybe I can do that a little bit more, where it's like more so out here and it comes down. Because I know this is kind of pushed up and then this arcs back down. Yeah, the front of it looks pretty good though. I'm liking the front. More bulb in the back. Bulb it a little bit. Yeah, I'm liking that a little bit more than just the straight up kind of look. I need to play Revenge Pod Racer or whatever it's called. Oh yeah, that one is. I'll have to play that on a stream sometime. I have it for the PlayStation. PlayStation 2. I know it's also on like the PlayStation Marketplace, and I'm sure it's probably on Xbox and stuff like that too. I don't know what consoles you have, but I know it's not on PC for some reason. The PC ports are kind of weird. Like Steam has some, but they don't have like a vast selection like I think they should. All right. I want to merge these back down again. And then we're gonna shift it over, or not shift it over, we're gonna mirror it if I can actually use the correct words. And again, I didn't push it far enough over. That's annoying. There we go, just like that. Actually, I wonder, can what if I just did that and then like that? Does that gonna destroy everything? Well, it's not too bad. So then let me delete this one. Oh no, I merged it. No! Dang it. I meant to hit delete. It's okay.
Show me the one whose safety deems
Split into
such
similar
destruction.
parts. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. We're gonna delete that, and then we're gonna mirror this one again, now that I've moved it some. There we go.
This is the way.
And like again, this isn't perfect, but I'm liking that. Liking that little. To be honest with you, it's really like this area, like right here, like right underneath where like the nose is where I'm not like super duper vibing with it. I have a PC and an Xbox One. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe check the Xbox Marketplace. Maybe they have it. I know PlayStation does, but I don't know if Xbox Revenge, Pod Racer Revenge came out for Xbox. Let me, because I'm curious now. Let me look that up. I mean, Pod Racer Revenge, from what I've heard, is pretty much the exact same game. They could just a little, that graphics are more updated. Let me look. High Speed. It is the sequel to. Oh no. Okay, so I lied. It's a sequel. It's a sequel to Pod Racer. I thought it was just the remaster of it from the Nintendo 64. Okay, so no, it's just PlayStation exclusive. Interesting. Okay, it was exclusively for PlayStation 2. It was later added digitally to the PlayStation Store for the PlayStation 3 in April 2015, 2004, January, and October of 2019 to PlayStation 4. Okay. I didn't realize that it was a... Like I said, I have it. I just haven't gone through it. I didn't know that it was a sequel to it. I thought it was just a remaster. I'm curious to see like what is the like what the differences are though. I think I would need somebody like you though to really spot them, because like I played Pod Racer like later in my life, but I didn't have that game growing up. Like multi-engine, carrot-like craft driven, and it's by a single pilot. I like that it's chariot. I thought that said carrot for a second. I was like, why is it a carrot-like craft? Oh man. Racer seeks revenge on Anakin, who 8 years prior defeated him in the Boonta Eve Classic. Oh, okay, so it takes place after everything went down. Interesting. Okay. Revenge also departs from its predecessor by employing a form of permadeath by preventing pod racers from respawning, meaning any pod racers destroyed in the race thus eliminated for the rest of the race. Oh, that's kind of cool. So it's like it adds like more stakes to the game. It makes it more realistic by doing that. That's sick. Let's see what else. Single player allows 1 of 3 ways: single events, practice, time trials. Okay, that's cool. So it looks like it adds a little bit more to the game, but nothing too crazy. I mean, the graphics, I mean, it's still crunchy looking, but it looks way better than the Nintendo 64 version. All right. Getting distracted here. Let me hop back into it. But yeah, we're almost at 2 hours. I might end it here, or not end it here, but like end it here in a minute, and go eat some dinner. We'll be doing something different for tomorrow's Den transmissions. We're not gonna be doing this. I don't want to do because I've already done the sculpting twice on Den transmissions for this particular thing, so we will not be doing that for tomorrow. But I'll get something banger for you guys tomorrow. So make sure to stay tuned to that. I'll probably do it around 6. It's either 6 or 7. Usually I kind of flop back and forth between those two, but I feel like those are like the best times. All right. I'd have to get a PS2 and somehow or somehow fix my PS2. Oh, okay. Well, lucky for you, PS2s aren't crazy expensive. You could probably pick one up off of like eBay or Facebook Marketplace for probably around $50 to $100. Especially like a Slim, which is what I would recommend, is getting the Slim. The bigger ones, I think they have like cooling issues, and the Slims are a little bit better in that regard. But yeah, man, I wouldn't be I don't think it would be too crazy of a purchase. Plus there's a lot of cool games on PlayStation 2. I think it's my favorite console, hands down, ever, out of like all of them, because it's just so freaking cool, man. So many great games. Xbox 360 is up there too, man, because Xbox 360 had a lot of amazing games too. Because classics I kind of hold in like a completely different ranking. Like essentially the Nintendo 64 era and backwards is kind of like in a separate ranking to me personally. From like modern, I would consider that to be more like retro gaming. So if it's retro gaming, Nintendo 64 I think takes it. Super NES is also really good too. I really like the Super NES. That's got some bangers on it too, but yeah, Nintendo 64 just has a lot of like iconic games on it, and I grew up playing that. I'm interested in what the lore is. I have a wild headcanon about the first game. Oh, okay. Well, that's what it was saying. It was like the Pod Racer Revenge was like Sebulba coming back for revenge on Anakin, which I'm kind of confused about, because like Anakin's off being a Jedi. Like he doesn't pod race, to my knowledge, like ever again. Or at least that's a story that's not told, to my knowledge, again. But so it'd be interesting, like, oh, I want to get revenge on Anakin. I'm like, how do you get revenge on Anakin? Like, it'd turn into a completely different game. Like, Sebulba becomes a bounty hunter, leaves his life of pod racing. But it is cool about the permadeath thing, where the characters actually, like, so if somebody hits a wall and blows up, like, they're actually dead, so they can't continue to race with you. Where it seems like the initial, like, NPCs, they would just, like, basically respawn back in. So that's cool. Again, like, I don't know that enough about the game to, like, I remember playing it and enjoy playing it. I still have it. It's just not as why is it only this like flat little area? I guess I'll just do this one. Now, the real Pod Racer fans know about Bombad Racing, man. That's the one that it's the one that is awesome. No, it's actually not. I wish it was. I wish it was a little bit more. It was supposed to be like a kind of like a Mario Kart for Star Wars, and it's just not. It's a little too like kidified, unfortunately. It's fun to mess around in, but it's just not on the level of Pod Racer, unfortunately. which it could have been. It could have been, but. I'm gonna scale this back up just a little bit. Ooh, nope. I think I'm carving into it too much, yeah. Just try 15 again. Let's turn off stroke. It's gonna thin this back side out too. Is that too much? That one's too much. Let's go back. Yeah, there we go. Move that back in. I don't know what's wrong with my Slam. I have like 50 PS2 games. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know you were. I didn't know you gamed for the PS2. No, that's sick, man. Yeah, I don't know. It just won't read your games or something like that. Is that what you're saying? It could be like the eye reader, like the laser, like the red eye thing could just be messed up in it. Like I said, you can find those pretty cheap though. Like if you were just, it might just be easier and save you a lot less headache just getting a new one than trying to like fix your old one. I tried to fix a couple Xboxes that I like bought, and it's sometimes it's not always like 100% either, because like I fixed it. I had to like re-glue like thermal paste to the inside because like I guess the thermal paste that they had used to make the original Xboxes like corrodes over time. So it's just like metal on metal, and it like gives you like the red. That's why everybody got like the red ring of death. So a lot of like the fixes for the red ring of death were just reapplying the thermal paste. If you knew how to do it, it obviously like voids your warranty and stuff like that, because as soon as you open up a console, it voids the warranty. But now it doesn't matter. Back then it was a little bit more horrifying, because like you couldn't like do anything if it like actually messed up. Luckily I never really got the red ring of death on like any of like my major consoles that I had, but I have bought in a few Xbox 360s that I got them at a discount because they were like, yeah, they basically don't like give you the red ring of death. Like, to try to fix it. But yeah, sometimes coming from somebody who's fixed a lot of consoles, sometimes it's just easier just to get new one, because like sometimes like those consoles are old, so like there's not 100% fix all the time. Like sometimes the stuff's just like broke like or messed up. You want a Sega Genesis, Nintendo 64, GameCube? Are you saying you want these or you have these? You have a Sega Genesis, Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advance, PlayStation 2, 360, Xbox One, and now PC finally. Okay, so you're saying you have it. Yeah, Sega Genesis is pretty cool. My dad had one of those growing up, and it was awesome. It's awesome. Still have it. Love Road Rash. Mortal Kombat 2 is awesome. I used to play Sonic Pinball a lot as well. All right. Let me merge these down. I think because we're coming up on 3 hours, or not 3 hours, Jesus. We're coming up on 2 hours here, and my brain is like misfiring. I need to go eat some stuff, so we're gonna see how this looks, and then go from there. Yeah, I like that. Kind of get a glimpse of what it'll look like. Like I said, this doesn't have to be perfect. It's just for a Halloween costume that I'm not trying to be a lore accurate Bith and join the 501st or anything like that. It's just for fun. But yeah, I'm liking that. I think we'll probably end it here, and I might do another sculpt stream. Depending on how much more work I put into it, it might not be beneficial for me to like do another like a whole other stream, but it might. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, I'm liking. Here, I'll show you guys all three angles real quick, and then. But yeah, it's coming along, man. It's coming along. I'm hoping I can get this done for, or not. See, I'm saying like Christmas, Halloween, all this. I'm saying just crazy ass stuff now. I need to go eat. My brain's like depriving me from my speech and shit. Let me read these last couple comments. The red ring still frightens me. I fear it will happen to my console. So if it does happen, I would say just look up. You have to reapply thermal paste. You can buy thermal paste off Amazon. You might, if you don't have the screwdrivers, because I think they're hex screws. I don't remember correctly. It's been a minute since I've taken apart an Xbox. I need to actually do that to my Halo 3 edition Xbox, because I need to like take it apart. And it's probably good that you take apart your console anyway and clean it, because dust gets trapped up in there and it causes it to overheat and stuff like that. But if you ever do get the red ring of death, there's a high percentage that you just need to reapply, like clean the thermal paste off of the area that the thermal paste is on, and then you just reapply it, and like a good chunk of the time it works, and then sometimes it depends on if your shit like overheats and stuff. So but yeah, you can like look up just reapplying thermal paste to an Xbox 360. And it also depends too, because I don't think the Slims for the Xbox 360 had that. I think they changed up what they were doing with it. But if you have like a classic Xbox 360, then yeah, you might want to look into reapplying it if you ever get the thermal paste issue. So looking good, man. Thanks you. I appreciate it, dude. It's coming along. The only two things I'm worried about again are like the neck area of it just like not fitting well around my neck, and then the oh my goodness, what am I trying to say? The neck area, and then the eyelids. Having to probably resin print the eyelids if because I'm using ornaments, like half sliced ornaments to fit, but I don't know if that's going to fit the size once I scale this properly and do all that. I don't know if that's going to fit, so I might be resin printing them. But yeah, we got, so the back of the head, it's looking pretty good. I got a little bit down here for my chin, and then I can breathe a little bit with the nostrils here, and then I'll probably put a hole right here, and then there might be one, let me turn this off, there might be one underneath, so I can like breathe a little bit right here. So still a bit left to do, but let me move actually yeah, there we go. But it's coming along, man. It's coming along. I'll catch you guys in the next, well, I'll catch you guys in Den Transmissions tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow, and then maybe for one other stream, or maybe I'll play some games this weekend, and we haven't done a gaming stream in a minute, so maybe I can finish Outlaws or something like that. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your week. We're about midway through it, and as always, may the force